in my other video, I told you how working out and having a good body and having energy for your workout and having good workouts is 20% gym work, 80% diet. Alright, that's how you get a good body, that's how you get a good health. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is when to eat. So obviously you can know what to eat, but if you don't know when to eat, then it's different. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is after like fasting, you know, from food or whatever, you'll put in more effort, right? And I explained this in another video, but I'll explain it again. You have two different parts of your mind. You have your conscious, which is your like thinking rational brain. You got your subconscious, so that's what controls your body. You know, your heart rate, you know, how stuff that you don't even realize. Now, when you want to get a good workout or actually do some work, you need to tell your body and to do the work, but also your subconscious needs to as well. Now, when you eat food, it's almost like a reward for your body, and all of these actions are different ways where you talk to your subconscious and tell it messages. So when you eat a meal or something, if it's a good big meal, what you're telling your body or you're telling your subconscious is, alright, we've eaten, we've got food, we don't need to work for it anymore. You know, we don't need to work, we can relax, we've got the food. That's what your brain is telling your body. Your subconscious is telling your body when you eat. Now, when you fast, there's two benefits, main benefits which I say is, first, you're going to be recovering, healing better, you're going to have more energy to put into the gym, right? Because when you're digesting food, it takes energy from you. You're busy digesting, and when you're always digesting, you're going to get sick because you don't have the energy to actually heal yourself, heal your cells, you know, fight bacteria or viruses, because you're always digesting. So if you can, either skip out on breakfast or have something really, really light, or have breakfast, big breakfast, don't have lunch, and then have dinner. Something simple like that, but don't time your meal through the day, like have it every 4 hours or something, have some food. If you're bulking, I think it's easier to have more just protein in one meal or 2 meals or 3 meals, maybe, if you know how to time it correctly, but this video is more for beginners, okay? So when you're fasting, you'll recover faster. Your body, if you're sick or something, you'll heal because you're not using energy digesting. So, and through that, because you don't have any food, because you're not digesting, you haven't just had some food, your subconscious is telling your body that you need to work. Alright, you need to work because you haven't got any food, you need to go get some food, work for the food. Alright, so if you eat after your workout instead of before, it's better. Or if you eat before your workout, have it a while before. Now, another common thing which a lot of gym influencers talk about is calories in, calories out. Now, obviously, there is some point of this, right? You know, the more food you eat, the bigger you're going to get. The less food you eat, the less big you're going to get, or the smaller you're going to get. But there's more to it. Calories isn't all of it. You can't just say calories, because think about carbs and fats. Now, 1 gram of fat gives you 9 calories, right? And 1 gram of carbs gives you 4. Alright, so you're getting more calories from the fat. Now, people think fat is associated with getting fat, you know, but that is only with certain fats. If you're eating healthy fats from meat, from the ground, from nuts, you're not going to get fat. Alright, what happens is when you have natural fat, you know, good fat for your body, from fruits, vegetables, meats, you know, no processed food. Processed fats, always the worst. Seed oils, you know, got your vegetable oil, your rapeseed oil, stuff like that. If you avoid that, the fat you get into your body turns into energy, right? That's what it does. Your body gets the fat and it turns it straight into energy, right? The energy that you need. Now carbs, on the other hand, right, bear in mind it's half the calories, half the energy, whatever. When your body has carbs and breads and grains, it doesn't go directly into energy, it goes into energy stores. So it's like it turns it into fat to store on your body instead of just turning it straight into the energy you need. And healthy fat is also good for many other things, such as testosterone production, and it's a good source of energy. And a lot of the fat foods which have good fats have also good nutrients to go along with it. So you need to have good nutrients to go along with your body. Your body's made out of a certain number of minerals and nutrients, and you need to fuel your body with that. Now, what I have usually every day is just one green shake, which I've thought up. You can add more stuff, you can take away stuff. So what it consists of is 1 granny apple, 2 sticks of celery, medium size. If you've got a longer one, just chuck one of it in, just chop it up, right? Then we've got like, not a handful, but like a tiny bit of coriander leaves. So, but I don't mean like just the leaves, but I mean like if you've got like a tiny leaf and a long stalk, chop off the stalk. You don't want to just be eating stalk. And then also I put 1 squeezed lemon or 1 squeezed lime, some honey, some water, and that's it. Blend it in. I'm not sure if I mentioned granny apple, green apple. It's green, it's good. Green apple, chuck that in. 1 per person, right? This is per person. If you're making it for 2 people, just put double of what you've put in. Now, I drink one of those every day. It's much better for you. My mum's started having one when I started having one. She's been feeling better from it. So if you want, you try it out. It's not direct advice, it's not medical advice. I'm guessing I have to say this because otherwise like some next on will sue me or whatever. And the next thing you want to avoid is sugar. Not natural sugar, processed sugar from your meats to some certain milks. Raw milk, if you have raw milk or something, the sugar in that's not going to hurt you, right? The sugar that's going to hurt you is from the store-bought milk, when you get the super skimmed. When you're buying milk, buy full fat. Don't buy the semi-skimmed milk. It's because that's more processing. You don't want more processing. You want the fat, full fat in the milk, because when they don't put the fat in, they put something else in, right? And if you can buy organic, then buy organic. If you can buy raw, then buy raw. Simple. Now meat's very simple. Eat some red meat. Don't overcook it. Don't douse it in rubbish foods. And if you can, cook with butter. If you need to cook with an oil, virgin, extra virgin, either olive oil or avocado oil, something like that. But cook your food, your meats with butter or whatever. Just put some butter in the pan. People are always afraid of butter, and if you live in England, they've got these big fake tubs of like margarine or whatever they call it. It's not butter, it's just rapeseed oil, seed oils, this stuff that gives you cancer, literally, and they're telling you it's healthier than butter. No, eat the butter, it's healthier for you. Eggs, also a good source of protein. Red meat, chicken, can't complain. Red meat also has a lot of nutrients and vitamins which are good for you. The fat on it is good for you. Chicken also has nutrients, not as much as beef, but we move. Eggs, the yolk, don't take out the yolk, don't be silly. When you go to the shops and buy just like a thing of egg whites, you're getting scammed, you're getting ripped off. They're taking all the nutrients out, it's just some rubbish protein. Without that yolk, the egg white is nothing, right? Eat it with the yolks, right? There's no amount of eggs which you can eat in a certain day which is unhealthy, unless you're eating 500 eggs a day. Eating 10 a day is not going to hurt you. 20 a day probably isn't going to hurt you either. But there's other things which you can do with your diet, such as foods which can lower or raise your testosterone or raise your estrogen, which obviously you want to have at high levels so you can gain more muscle and focus more. There's tons of benefits, and also there's tons of negatives if you're a man and you have high estrogen. So I'll make that guide next because I don't want to have a super long video. I can make a playlist if you want, If you've got any questions, you can leave it in the comments or join the community. It's in the description. You press the 3 dots, it will extend it. There's a Discord link there. Just join that, it's free. And remember to like and subscribe to help with the algorithm. That's it. Cheers.